Maybach music.
Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me? 'Cause I just wanna...
What's good, y'all? SGG Game Man back in bed with yet another Reds rebid, and we're back for the post commentary, man. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Leave a like and comment down below if you guys are. Now, last time out, you saw us conclude at 21-11, going up against Pittsburgh after a great victory, 14-7. You know, not a lot of times you're gonna see a football score at the end of the game, but we kind of expect that this offense is explosive, and we want to produce that some more. So today, we're gonna try to get through a couple more games, get us even closer to the draft, so that way we can get our first round of draft picks in. But this time around, you will see us go ahead and try to play Pittsburgh and get into a game against Milwaukee. Off rip, 2 straight losses after we lose Gilliam right back onto the roster. We're thankful to go ahead and have him back after, wanted to enter himself in the tunnel before the game. But 2 back-to-back losses is kind of alarming, especially to a team that's not really that good in Pittsburgh. First game, only 4 hits total as a team, only 1 extra base hit. At Minor on the hook for that loss, and giving up 4 runs and 5 in the third is definitely not what you want to see your starter do. But kind of something I guess you could expect out of the bottom of the rotation type of guy. Next day out, a little bit better offense, but the bullpen completely crapped the bed. 7 earned runs. The only earned runs of the game were given up by bullpen pitchers. So that's an area that we have to address, and we probably will address as the video goes on. Now today, I definitely want to go ahead and get into a start with Justin Dunn. Very impressive pitcher that I think could still be on the long-term plans for the rotation. Coming into this game, a 5.74 ERA though, with a 2.18 WHIP and only 18 strikeouts is just something that you're not really happy to see from a starter. Even I don't matter how many starts that you have, having that high of a WHIP is just a no-go. So we're going to look to see if we can go ahead and get that a little bit sharper today. As you can see here, the stats on the screen: in 6 starts, a 1-1 record, 28 hits, giving up 30 walks. And only 18 strikeouts. Double the walks and strikeouts, more walks than hits. So that's a little bit concerning as far as control goes. But as we go ahead and get into the game, you'll see Justin Dunn just has a lot of long at-bats. Starting things off, 1 out already into the inning. Lorenzo Cain up and already seeing a 3-1 count with Christian Yelich in the on-deck circle. We'll see how Justin Dunn goes ahead and finishes things out with a good strike there, getting him to swing out of the zone for a 3-2 count. And then a little foul ball there. Still a long at-bat. We're 7 pitches in on 2 people he's faced. Another foul ball. You can chalk that up to the batters being good or kind of seeing his stuff. But he does end it out with a strikeout here, his first of the day. First of, I will go ahead and say, many. Very good outing here from Justin Dunn. Now 2-2 count. Still another long at-bat. Slurve down and low, and we got a full count. 14 pitches through the first before finally going ahead and getting out of there. 1, 2, 3. And we will be tasked with facing Corbin Burnes. 7 starts, a 3.43 ERA for the Brewers. Not that bad of a pitcher, honestly, and somebody that we'll probably have to face and beat a lot if we want to take this division from them. 1 tap dribbler there as he's kind of held our batters at a distance here. Held us off balance. Weren't able to really get too solid contact off him. As you see, a little liner over the shortstop, throw goes over the first, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Joey Votto up, and even he just a little tapper on the ground for a 2-1 count, and that's 1, 2, 3 for us as well. Now, fast forward to the top of the second, and that is a clean strikeout to go inning off. And that's exactly what we want to see more of. He's going to have a high pitch count. I better see a lot of strikeouts. Now, a bad route to the ball here by Quinn as the runner gets to second base. And he's on his way to third. Throw coming into India. Throw over to third base, and it's not going to be in time. We have a 1-out triple. And let's see how Justin Dunn gets his way out of the inning. Full count here to Omar Narvaez. Foul tipped all the way back. And he takes strike 3, what he thought would be ball 4. And no, sir, the umpire was not messing with you today. They were not messing with you for the free. They went ahead and gave you that strikeout, and the little ground ball over by Andrew McCutchen ends that inning for us as we go ahead and take things into the third, where he really started to settle down. He was getting his pitches mixed in a little bit, although throwing a lot of them. You see 38 here through only 2 innings. He really settled down and started to get a couple strikeouts. As you see there for 1, with 1 out for Taylor. Coming back 2-2 count against Jace. Swing and a miss on the 4-seamer. Not high heat. Only 95, 96, maybe 97 if you're lucky. but it was still having him off balance. One out here, that's a strikeout on the fastball. 92 on that one. 2-2 count to Rowdy right after him. And that's a swing and a miss at the upstairs heat, 93 miles per hour. And you will see 4 straight strikeouts. Now, let's go into the bottom half of the fourth. No outs, no pitches thrown, just Joey Votto trying to get some offense going. I think to this point, there were 0 hits on the board for the Reds. So, can we change that? Joey takes ball number 2. We got a 2-0 count. And that is a crushed ball going out deep to right center field. That ball is gone. Joey Votto puts the Reds on the board 1-0. And just like that, Corbin Burnes, who has had us off balance all day, makes one mistake. And with Joey Votto, you cannot do that. And taking things to the top of the fifth here, you see a 1-2 count against Omar. Right back to work for Justin Dunn. A strikeout again. We saw 2 strikeouts basically for the last 2 innings. And, you know, let's go ahead and keep that trend going. Andrew McCutcheon, you mind swinging at this for me? 1-2. Nope. You want to take it? What's a strike anyway, baby? As we go ahead and get another strikeout there. And he's just racking them up. 6 straight, or not 6 straight, but 6 in the past 3 innings. And then he goes in and get another one there, as that is another out. 1 out to the top of the 6th. 2-0 count here, and they finally get a little bit of contact. Almost left yard, but we're starting to see Justin Dunn get tired. His energy is basically all the way gone and depleted, so let's see how long the manager lets him go ahead and stay out there. Now, you know, me personally, if you had a shutout, I want you to try to get it. Now, 1 run is a little scary to go ahead and let somebody stay out there with that, man, but he hasn't done anything wrong to this point. I don't want to take him out and mess with confidence. I mean, he's thrown 89 pitches through this point, and now we see his first walk of the ball game. When you're already tired, that raises some alarms. We got 2 outs here, and his first pitch is a fly ball out, and he's able to get through the 6th. No problems, no questions, no concerns. Now, taking things on to the bottom of the 6th. You see Tyler Stevenson up again. 0-2 count, or 0-2 for the day. 2-2 count. Takes ball number 3, and we've got a full count here. Can we get another runner on base? And that will be a walk for Tyler Stevenson. Like I said, not a good day for our bats off Corbin Burnes. Only the solo home run from Joey Votto. And now he's got a chance with a runner on scoring, or runner on base with a 2-2 count. Takes another ball there. So a full count here. Mike Moustakas on deck. I don't think you want to face him with runners in scoring position. So you got to throw it over the plate, baby. And that thing is gone. 2-run home run, Joey Votto. And just like that, he's responsible for all 3 runs of the day for both teams, as that is his 5th on the season. In the Reds, just like that, are up 3-0, giving a little more cushion to a starter, Justin. And at least for me as a manager, that gives me all the confidence in the world to want to keep him out there and keep seeing how deep into this ballgame he can go to rest up the bullpen that has been struggling. But while we're resting our bullpen, they're about to let theirs fly, as that home run was just too much for the end of the day, man. Corbin Burnes will get out of here with 3 earned runs. Not getting too deep into the ballgame, not a very quality start. Still did a good job, though. If their bats were going off, probably would still get the win. Josh Lindbaum going and coming in 9 games, a 3.32 ERA, 15 strikeouts to 8 walks, and we'll see if we're able to go ahead and get the same production off of him that we were expecting before. So the first person he will face will be Mike Moustakas. 1-2 count here. Can he go ahead and make something happen? Swing and a miss, and well, it depends on who you meant by he. Josh made something happen with that good strikeout. Now he's got an 0-2 count to Aquino right after him. And he throws some upstairs heat and gets some swinging and missing. Only 90 miles per hour on that 4-seamer. Probably only takes 90. You're lucky. Little tapper over the shortstop. He would glove it, throw over, skip, bounce, and that'll be the final out of the 6th. So he'll go ahead and shut things down, not allow too many more runs to come across. But this game is still 3-0. Justin Dunn, 80 or 97 pitches through 6 2/3. So we'll see how much longer he's able to go. 0-1 count here to Willie. Swing, and that is a fly ball deep left field, and it will go foul. That would have been a home run, probably more so off the wall if it had stayed in play, but now you got an 0-2 count. Just almost gave up a home run, so you probably want to play it a little safe with the ball out. 2-2 count, how do you put this man away? When pitch count is running up, another long at bat, and he's just losing control. Full count now, 2 outs. Omar is on deck. Get Willie up out of here. Swing and a miss with a 4-seamer. This boy might be tired, but them strikeouts are still lethal. And now back to this Reds offense that hasn't seen much offense today as Fram goes ahead and gets a ball into the gap. That'll be a lead-off double. We haven't seen too many actual hits in this ball game because there was barely any to talk about. Most of them were singles, if not walks. So after him, Donovan Solo 3-1 count will get a pitch that almost hits him. And now we've got first and second, no outs. Josh Lindenbaum is still in, so he will see 1-2 here, and that's a line shot out to left field. The runner will stay there and now finally tacking up, but he's got a man right on his heel, so he'll have to go home. Runners are going to be at the corners. Throw to the plate is not on time or not accurate at all, and that'll be another run, 4-0 for Cincinnati off that base hit. Great play from Tyler Stevenson, or Nick Senzel, I should say. Bad base running, almost. But almost don't count in sports, baby. 2-1 count here, and that's a liner out to left field. He will not get to it in time. First and second, no outs, and now the game is 5-0. This lead could balloon very, very quickly, so they go ahead and bring in Alec Bettinger to go ahead and try to stop the bleeding. A 5.18 ERA, so I'm not really sure if you want him in next. And there's a ground out. Double tag. Throws over the first. Probably could have been a triple play if he wanted to go second, but that's a quick way to get 2 outs. Now, can he go ahead and finish this thing up against Joey and not give up a third home run? He will. Go ahead and just get us out of the 7th inning, as we will only see the lead balloon to 5-0 now. Back to the ever so tired, ever so sweating, and ever so strikeouting Justin Dunn as he gets another batter swinging and missing 107 pitches today. 0-2 count here to Andrew McCutchen. Swing, and that is a fly ball to right field. Taylor Quinn will go ahead and pick that up, and you got 2 outs for the inning. Now, can he go ahead and make things out? Tyrone Taylor. First pitch he sees is that's a deep ball. Right field. You don't see the icon. I don't see the icon because it is gone. Milwaukee gets onto the board 5-1. His 3rd homer of the season, and Justin just couldn't get it done, could you? Gives up a home run here. And you got to think, do you take him out? Do you let him finish the 8th? You still got a 5-1 lead, so you could let him keep going if you wanted to. And that's exactly what Cincinnati will do. Get that confidence back. You just gave up a run. Come back in. Get one more out for us. First pitch was a check swing. Strike number 1. 0-1 count is outside. Still not much control. It's hard to have control when you don't have energy. But he will get him to go ahead and fly this out to Fram and get out of the 8th at least. And that'll be a clean day for him, man. Only 8 innings of work here. 13 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 hits, 1 earned run. A very impressive performance, but we will see Art Warren come in now to go ahead and try to close this thing out. In the top of the 9th, up 5-1, just can't give up 4 runs. 2-2 count here to Colton. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that is out number 1. 0-2 count to Lorenzo Cain, and that's a slider away, trying to get him to swing and miss at it. 1-2, swing and miss at the slider, low and away, same location. If it don't work, what's that song say? If at first you don't succeed. Y'all know how the rest of it go, man. But 2-2 count here. Art Warren trying to go ahead and close things out. Christian Yelich at the plate fouls off another one. And now you start to see 17 pitches. Another ball here for him. 18 pitches. He's getting tired now. 19 pitches is all it takes, though, as that is strike number 3. He strikes out the side, and Cincinnati will walk out of here with a W. Justin Dunn, 2-1 on the season. That should drastically lower the ERA, drastically lower the whip. Like I said, a combined 3, I guess you could say, points that will go towards his whip. 2 hits, 1 walk, 13 Ks, almost matched the strikeout total for the season in this game. He was masterful. I don't know where the control issues was at, but today he was on his game and throwing that thing. And now we will go back to the main screen. I want to try to go ahead and get through to Toronto. Now we got to play Pittsburgh again. We know they're not that good. Cleveland, they're under 500 as well. I want to play good teams. So next time out, let's go ahead and get to Toronto. Let's go ahead and work through some critical situations till we get to that point of having to go up against a big team. So now we go ahead and start simulating a little AAA minor league injury here. First one will be actually a critical situation to go ahead and try to win the game. Bottom of the ninth against Milwaukee again. 7-6, runner at second base, Donovan Solano up to bat, 1 out. And we'll see if we can go ahead and get things done here and close it out. So a 1-0 count here for Donovan. What kind of pitches are you even looking for? Bottom of the ninth? I'm looking for anything high or a breaking ball to slap over the wall, but he gets another four-seamer inside and has a 2-0 count here. He's looking up. They've got Brad Boxinger in the bullpen ready just in case this lead is blown or he gets maybe a base hit and runners are at the corners. So 2-0 pitch will come in and he swings and misses through the four-seamer. Not ready for another heat pitch. Looking for some off-speed possibly. He's thrown 3 straight four-seams. He will throw a fourth one. That one's up. Easy to let off. 3-1 count. Looks like he could possibly walk and have Mike Moustakas come up right behind him. But what will the pitcher do? Josh throwing, winding, dealing, and he gets him to swing at the four-seamer up 3-1. He had the green light, and he should have had the red light. That's a pop out, and now you've got 2 outs. 1-1 count here for Mike Moustakas. Maybe he can make a home run happen. He is the home run leader of the team right now, and we could really use one over that right field wall right about now. 2-1 count. Josh wheels, deals, throws another high slider, and normally you would think that's crushed, but this one is just a weak fly ball to right field, and they will go ahead and get the victory here, 7-6. Not what you want to see if you're Cincinnati, man. You really wanted to come out and get a dub here. You need every game you can against Milwaukee. You know you're going to be fighting with them, St. Louis, for the division, for wild card standings. You want to take every game possible. Castillo will get through us here at 4-2. And let's just continue to kind of go through games here. A 9-0 shutout the next day. Only getting 3 hits, no extra base hits. So struggling in offense, we got to find ways to change up that lineup and help them boys out. So we will continue to sim here. And Isaiah Gilliam will be out for another 2 to 3 months. This man keeps getting injured. I can't even bring him up if I want to, because I'm afraid he's going to hurt himself in AAA and not even be able to put up any stats. So we'll go into this second critical situation. A similar situation. Tommy Pham second. Donovan Solo at the plate. Down 3-4. And this time he takes the first cutter. Pretty good pitch. But this will be a simple fly out to center field. No movement up on the first pitch, too. So 2 outs. Runner will still be at second. This time we got Nick Senzel coming up. First pitch he sees is a cutter on the ground, and that will be an easy play. So you would think ball gets thrown over the top. Catcher has to go get it. Nobody's covering the plate, and the run will come in. It is a tie ball game. So we will at least be looking at extra innings here. 2 outs. And Jonathan India, the top of the lineup, back up to play. So at the very least, if you do have to go extras, at least you'll have the top of the rotation up to go ahead and make some things happen. So an 0-1 count to Jonathan India. Can he bring home that runner from second? Reeling, dealing, swing and a miss. That's a deep ball to center field, and the center field will just get under it and take this thing to the bottom of the ninth, where it'll be up to the pitching staff to go ahead and see if we can go ahead and get into extras. Hunter Strickland coming in to pitch, and he swings and misses and gets the first out of the bottom of the ninth. He's already 20-some pitches through, and we've seen him struggle this season. Been the main reason we've lost a lot of games late when he comes in, but we'll see if we can right that ship, as that is a first pitch out. That is a first pitch hit by pitch, and now we've got first and second, 1 out. Next batter, swing and a miss. Just the first pitch, though. We got a lot of work to do. Ryan's up, and he's terrible with runners in scoring position. Exactly what you want Hunter to go ahead and face, because you're afraid of what he might give up, and that's a base hit into the gap. Will the runner test and go ahead and try to win it right now? No, he will not, as the throw comes in. It probably would have got him by a mile. And now we will see 1 out. Luis Caesar will come into the game. 6 holes this season, a 2.89 ERA, but in a very tough position. Bases loaded, 1 out. First pitch he throws is a base hit up the middle, and Cleveland will walk off here. teams that we wrote off as easy dubs are coming into, well, not really coming into our house, but coming into our videos, getting victories. So they are able to pull off an upset here again, and the season is starting to take a turn for the worse, which is what I was afraid of. A situation where we started out hot and now we're cooling off, and some things got to get fixed. Bullpen, lineup, all across. The only thing that I think has done a pretty good job is our starting rotation, the middle of the order and the top of the order. But as for everything from like 5 down and the bullpen, we got to figure some things out. You see a 3-game losing streak between Milwaukee and Pittsburgh, another win, and then 2 games lost, and a split against Cleveland. So there are some things that have to get fixed up. Starting with the lineup, Aquino will be dropped down to the 8th spot. Nick Senzel moved up to the 5. Donovan at the 6th. Tommy going 7, and then Tyler McQuinn at 9. I just thought Donovan Solano deserved to be higher up in the rotation. He was actually hitting pretty good. I know he's on a cold streak right now. That's just pretty recent with me having to use him. And it just sucks because Aquino is actually up there in the team, tied for second with Joey Votto on home runs with 8, 24 RBIs. It's just the average. He's not hitting for a good average, and I can't have that. Maybe I'll move him back up to like the 5 or 6 spot, maybe. But I need guys hitting for a little bit better averages here if you're going to be at the top. Mike Moustakas is leading the team with 10 of those things. And as we kind of just scroll over, looking at some other metrics on ways that we can tell people are good, a 193 ISO is pretty bad. His home run per at bat a little bit lower than the 2 in front of him. So I think it warrants moving him down a little bit. But maybe we'll see him come back up. Jonathan India is hitting for a good average. And if you look at the pitching staff, starters are doing exactly what I could have asked for. Strikeouts are coming in great, but it's the bullpen. Between Strickland, I can't even really say between. It's really just been Strickland now. Obviously, Mike Minor's had a pretty high ERA. You see Justin Dunn is down to a 4.50 and a 1.6 whip, which is drastically lower than where it was. But we have one starter that's kind of giving us fits in Mike Minor, and then we've got Hunter Strickland. Only 7.9 on the strikeout per 9, a 5.3 walk per 9, and an ERA that is just way too high to be at the major league level. So, that being said, I had to go ahead and make a tough decision. And that tough decision was I'm going to go ahead and send him down to the AAA level, man. Make room for a different minor leaguer that has been producing a little bit better as far as getting us to where we need to be on Leaf standpoint. TJ Atone did a really good job at AAA at 0 ERA while he was down there. I had to add him to the 40-man roster really quickly and then brought him up. But 16 and 3rd innings with not giving up a run, I think warrants you at least a shot at a major league roster and seeing if you can produce just a little bit better. So with all that done, the roster column's gone. Basically, the next episode we want to get into Toronto and lead us all the way to the draft. You can see here we're 24-19 now, a half game behind the Cardinals and 4.5 behind the Brewers. We'll look to turn out around in the next episode, get us all the way to draft day. We will play maybe a game against Toronto and show the draft in the same episode. That's kind of what I'm thinking about for that. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys are enjoying the video and the content, let me know as well. Leave a like and comment down below and share out with friends and family if you're enjoying this post-commentary style. Let me know that as well down below. We'll keep it coming for you guys. But I love this series so much, and I love you guys so much for supporting. It's all thanks to you guys. Let's run this channel up. We're almost at 25 subscribers. We're at 24. Let's get to 25, then 50, 75, hit that 100, and we'll be on the way. So love you guys so much. I'm going to get up out of here for the day. It's me, boy SGG, the king of games, and I'm out of here for the day, man. I'm out.